Yeah, I mean, it's actually, I'm pretty happy tonight. After the first run, I was a little bit, my skiing was too safe, and I wasn't really happy with that. And then I was thinking, okay, like maybe anything is possible in the second run. I just have to try my best and see what's possible. Maybe I can get a medal, but I also was thinking about the races in Semmering not too long ago that was very similar conditions, and I had a really disappointing race. So I was trying to fight back and almost a bit like revenge from those races as well, and thinking I could maybe get on the podium, but I could also move back. So I'm really trying to fight, and the second run was better. Had a small mistake, but it was more fighting, more aggressive, and deserving of the podium much more. So I'm really happy with that, and coming away tonight with a bronze medal after the gold in Super G is also very much a dream come true.
There was a lot of talking about the conditions today. They were windy. They come from super cold to these wet conditions with salts. What's your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it was a kind of a strange race with this wind. It went about as well as it could. Like, I was expecting the chairlift was going to be closed from the start in the morning, so we would have the kind of a strange way to get to the start and all these things. And it went, logistically the day went okay, but it's difficult to have this kind of wind in a World Championships event, very much like the Olympics last year. It's like you can't cancel the race. You can't postpone it 2 weeks. You have to have these races, and it was really windy, and that's just, you have to deal with it. So I think for all of the athletes, we were looking at the day like, okay, you know, it's maybe not going to be the most fair race today, but we just try our best and we'll see what's possible, and if it works, then that's super cool, and for me, that's kind of how I'm feeling.
And tell us about Åre. You took your first win here in 2012. It's like a lot of years ago, almost a little bit more than 6 years. That was in December. What does this place, the Åre village, the Åre hill, means to you?
Yeah, it's always special to race here. After that, the first win I ever had, it has a really special place in my heart, and it's really always a pleasure. I feel like the people are really nice, they're really supportive. It's also a fair crowd. And it's a special place to come, and that's always really nice. To be honest, it's just difficult, like watching the downhill races, both starts from the reserve start because of the conditions of weather, also the Super G starting from the reserve, the combined downhills starting from the reserve, and then tonight also starting from the reserve. It's kind of a sign like the weather patterns are difficult here, but as I said, it's always a pleasure to race in Åre because the atmosphere is really nice. So sometimes it's almost like kind of a bittersweet feeling to have like this big event. And I think a lot of the athletes are walking away with a lot of disappointment, not because their skiing was bad, but because they had kind of unfair conditions.